Hey guys, get ready with me while I tell you things I've learned in my PhD. So I'm coming to the end of my second year, and one thing I can tell you is, actually wait, maybe I should get ready. One thing a PhD will teach you is that you know nothing. You think you know something because you have passed your undergrad, you've gone through a master's, in my case, mechanical engineering, advanced mechanical engineering. I experienced the life of a black woman in STEM. You think you know. You can't just speak about your feelings and whatever. Everything has to be based on a theory, and everything will be questioned and criticized. So you won't just write anything. Everything has to be referenced. And one thing it's taught me is that people talk out their arse, and majority of people talk out their arse. And I no longer argue with people, because if I start to argue with you, you'll be finished. Even though you don't know anything, you will learn. And I think it's even better to come with the stance of not knowing anything and building from the bottom, rather than thinking you know things and speaking. You better hold on to your community. Lol. Don't ever try and think you can do this alone. I think because you are in this bubble of you're doing your own research, you're managing your own time, like you are your own CEO, you think that you can just do it by yourself. But that being said, being a CEO, you have people working under you. You can't just do it by yourself. Hold on to your community, reach out to people, use the people around you resourcefully. Don't do this by yourself, because you will go mad. Trust me. Make sure you're doing more than just studying. Make sure that you use this time to just level up. I say this to everyone that is even like undergrad. University is the only place that you will get where people are just learning, and so much knowledge, and knowledge is power. Like, baby, I have changed my career because I started reading more. So people, if you're able to start a business, start that business. Ever, just become the person you want to become now, because it will be harder when you enter the corporate world. I hope you're using LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter. I don't know about Twitter anymore, but I have met so many cool researchers through TikTok. My algorithm is just chef's kiss, and I've met so many people who are doing the same thing as I was. When I first started, I was in an office full of people who were doing concrete. As you know, my PhD is on black girls and engineering, not concrete. So it's really hard for me to navigate the PhD world, because the way I do things, completely different. My methodology, completely different. Everything was different. So it was really hard for me to even find my place. And then I found all my lovely friends on TikTok and LinkedIn. You're not going to be good at everything. But the things you are good at, make sure you are 10-10. For me, I'm not the best writer. As you would know, I'm dyslexic. Also, traits of ADHD. Hey gang. Yeah, so it is incredibly hard for me to sit down and write my thesis. However, I am a fantastic communicator, and I know that when I say something, people understand it, because I break things down as if a baby needs to understand what I'm saying. So with that said, I made sure that my skills of communicating and speaking shone. Make sure you have time to shake Nash. I'm sorry, do not solely focus on your PhD. Have a life. Make sure you have a life. I make sure I enjoy life. I've now put in my calendar every event to just, I'm an example warrior, and that will never change. Outside of my PhD and outside being an academic, I am a horizontal warrior. It's very easy to just get into the nature of doing your PhD, because it's like a 9 to 5. You have to take annual leave if you want time off. You can just get lost in your world, just like in your work, but have that work-life balance. And lastly, work how you want to work. I tend to use colors, Lego, toys. Like, there's literally toys on my desk, because that is how my brain needs to work in order for the ideas to come out. And intelligence has looked away, stereotypically looked a type of way for years, and especially with engineering. There was a funny story. I typed in to chat, what does a mechanical engineering PhD person look like? And this is what came up. I'll put it on the screen. Not me. My brain works completely different. I've won awards for this, meaning I'm good at what I do, but sometimes I was insecure because I wasn't presenting as your average person. But I'm here to tell you that doesn't matter. Be you, learn how you want to learn, and succeed. Okay, so here's the finished look, and I hope you've learned a little bit more about a PhD grade.